Matt and Julie, thank you so much for joining us here at Dreamforce. Matt, this first question is for you. What are business leaders overlooking when it comes to AI adoption?
I think the key is they're overlooking adoption, frankly. There's so much focus so far on the technology. How do I build a tool and how do I give that tool to my employees? That they're really missing the fact that if I give a tool to an employee and they don't use it, I don't get any impact. So we really need to focus on the whole process of changing the way that people work so that they actually adopt, they actually get impact, and you actually get something out of deploying AI.
And Julie, a lot of these conversations end up being about boosting productivity. Do you think that's more helpful or harmful?
It's a great question. It really can be both. It can be helpful. We need clear goals when we're talking about AI. We need to know what we're going after. But it can also be hurtful because sometimes we focus on the wrong thing. We pick a metric that's too small, too narrow-minded. What we really need to do is open up the aperture and think bigger about how we reinvent work. On top of that, employees don't get excited about productivity, right? So in the pilot that I did, 80% of people were excited to use, but to Matt's point, only 20% of people actually adopted. Part of the driver was the message was all about productivity, and that wasn't really engaging people in the learning process.
So for AI adoption to happen at scale, what steps do these companies need to be taking?
Well, first of all, we need to think broader and more ambitious about the outcomes that we're driving after. We really need to be thinking about how do we reinvent work and how do we actually build a capability to reinvent work again and again and again and allow employees to do that. That will actually help us get more impact at a broader scale.
Maybe if I can add to that, one of the key things that we do when we're putting in AI with clients is thinking about how do I redesign the entire process and identifying where is their toil in the process and where is their joy in the process. Toil is work that is a lot of manual, not satisfying work that can be automated with AI. And joy is the part of the work that people actually get something out of, that they bring themselves to, that they bring being human and creativity. Really, the goal of implementing AI is to minimize toil and maximize joy. And the benefit of that is I get the efficiency because I've taken work out, but I leave my employees with a better job and they enjoy more and there's more fulfilling.
Thank you so much.